For we are to God the fragrance of Christ. 2 Corinthians 2 verse 15. I can't say whether or not I'm keeping this in my collection or not. Maybe for the bottle, I don't know. Maybe as I grow in my fragrance journey, I'm going to appreciate it more. Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Tokwe, and on this channel we have fragrance reviews, we have fragrance tips, we also have fragrance hauls. So if that's something you like, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and you would always be notified if I upload a new video. So today in the video, I'm going to be talking a bit in low tones because it's about 1 a.m. and so it's pretty late. So I'm trying not to be too loud so that I don't wake the people in the house up or even wake my neighbors. So I'm going to be a bit low tone, but it's just because it's pretty late. Great. So in the video today, I'm going to be showing you my entire collection. So I've put this video in part 1 and in part 2 because I realized that the collection is a bit large, and if I'm going to continually like go on and show you, it's just going to drag on after some time. So to make it a bit more fun so that you can at least follow the fragrances and all that, I'm going to do it in 2 parts. So without much ado, let's get into the video. And before I go into the video, why don't you click the like button and also comment down below. Tell me how many fragrances you have in your collections. Tell me fragrances that you really would want to add in your collection. You never know. There could be somebody in the comment section that may want to give you one. I don't know, just joking. So let's start. So the first fragrance that I have here is this one. It's a Mancera, and it's called Cedrat Boise. So if you've been watching this channel, I'm sure that you know that I'm quite excited about this fragrance. So this is one of like I featured it in my stay at home fragrance. So in the description bar below, you would get the link to that video where I had my stay at home fragrance. So this one, it's a fruity citrus fragrance. It's more citrus, and then it's woody. I think it's the woodiness about it that I love, and the fruitiness is, you know, for most fragrances that are citrus, they don't last, but this one is one that really lasts long. So I truly enjoy it, and it's one of my favorites. It's one of the fragrances that I will definitely be repurchasing. The next one that I have is Rihanna's Rogue. The thing about this fragrance, I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with it. I like it, but I like it for the bottle, but the fragrance wise, it's just I don't know, the suede, the leather note, the suede note, I don't know, there's a way that it goes on my skin that doesn't make it really pretty. So because of that, I'm not enjoying this fragrance. I haven't really enjoyed it. I've tried, like, Rihanna, I'm so sorry, Riri, I love you, but I've tried this. I tried and it's not working. I think it's something about my body chemistry, but I love the bottle. I love this indentations down, and then I like this thing here on the, it's kind of textured on the cover. So I don't know, I can't say whether or not I'm keeping this in my collection or not. Maybe for the bottle, I don't know. I would see. The next one that I have is Marc Jacobs Divine Decadence. This one is a lighter version of Decadence. I feel like the plume note is not very, it's not even here, and it's much creamier, it's much softer, a tad bit powdery, but I would say that creamier, has this balsamic nature to it, and that's what makes me, you know, so if I'm not in the mood to use the original Decadence, if I feel like wherever I'm going is a bit too heavy, I go for this one, which is the Marc Jacobs Divine Decadence. So that's the one that I go for. The difference between this one, I still have Decadence, which I'll show later, but the difference really is the color of this bottle. The Decadence has a different color, a darker green bottle. You can't really see the juice like you can see in this one. The next one is my favorite cheapie, that is an oud fragrance. It's Frankolivier's Oud Vanille. It's a very beautiful, smoky, dark fragrance, but it's also sweet. The vanilla gives it a bit of sweetness, not gourmandish sweet. It's just it's just sweet, but not too sweet. So it probably smells like the vanilla in like a coffee creamer. that kind of creaminess in a coffee. It's a really nice fragrance. I like it because for the price and also for the fact that it lasts long. So that's Frankolivier's Oud Vanille. I think I'm already talking too much. The next one that I have here is Reve by Cleef Arpels. It's a beautiful floral fragrance. It's one of the florals that I enjoy. So if you've been watching videos from this channel, you would know that I'm not one that really I'm not into florals so much, but this one is one that I appreciate because it's a soft floral. It's very, very soft, and it's well done in a way that I can tolerate it, and it works very well with my skin chemistry. So I love it. I love and then I think it's also because it becomes a skin scent midway into when I have it on my skin. So I kind of enjoy it like that. It just stays close to me and it doesn't become too overbearing or kind of feel like it's choking me. So that's for Reve by Cleef Arpels. And then I have the next one is Golden Delicious by DKNY. This Golden Delicious, it's a fruity, fresh fragrance with a bit of floral in it. I smell a lot of the apple. It has crisp apple, it has pear in it. So it makes it very crisp. It makes it very green, but not citrusy green. So like fresh fruits that are not gourmandish, too gourmandish. So I think that golden apple gives it a freshness. I really like it. This is what I wear alternatively in the hot weather or warm weather when I don't want to wear something citrus. This is, or something with tea. This is something that I go for. The DKNY Golden Delicious. The next one that I have is Maubossin by Maubossin. This one here is, I don't know, it comes up very high on my list for favorites. It's it's a mix of benzoin raisin and then vanilla and then some floral. And the way it works, the florals are so soft that it has this baby powderness to it. So it smells like whiskey, vanilla, and baby powder. I don't even know how that combination is, but that's what it smells for me. It smells like whiskey and baby powder put together. And it's it's really nice. I like the powderiness of it. It reminds me of Cousin's baby powder. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Cousin's baby powder. So it's a boozy, almost balsamic, powdery fragrance. Yeah, so boozy, balsamic, and powdery. Those are the accords that I get from this. So this is Maubossin by Maubossin. The next is Chanel No. 5. This one, it's a nice floral fragrance, I must say, but I don't know, it's not the kind of floral that I like. And so one of the reasons why I'm still keeping this in my collection is because I feel like every woman should have a Chanel No. 5. And I also think that maybe as I grow in my fragrance journey, I'm going to appreciate it more, because I know that in the beginning of my journey, I couldn't tolerate anything that had oud in it. And now, little by little, I'm adding oud to my collection, trying to buy a few oud here, a few oud there. So I know that maybe a few years from now, I'm probably going to like this particular fragrance. And also, there's a fragrance YouTuber I watch, Beauty Meow, and she, several times when I watch her, she talks about the fact that she had to trade off or exchange a fragrance and then gone back to buy it. And sometimes, some of them might have been discontinued. So I think it's that fear that would make me keep this. But Chanel No. 5 is not really one that I gravitate to a lot. Initially, I used to enjoy when I got it first. I think it's the hype, the whole hype about Chanel No. 5, Chanel No. 5. So I think that was what it was for me. Personally, I prefer Coco Mademoiselle to Chanel No. 5. So the next that I have is Beautiful by Estee Lauder. And I think this one too comes a bit under my Chanel No. 5 kind of vibe. This one too is a retro floral, very heavy handed on the florals. And I think another reason is that I think a couple of times, or whilst growing up, my mom, my aunties, they were really big on it. So I think that's one of the reasons why I'm not very armed and very like into getting this, like using this one a lot. But it was one that I really wanted in my collection for the nostalgic reason of just having it and just smell it. You know, anytime I smell it, kind of takes me back to when I was with my family growing up and all that. So I like it, but I don't think it's one that I'll use. I'll just keep in my collection for, you know, reviews when I'm thinking of different genres of or different kinds of fragrance for different occasions. Most of the time these fragrances come in very handy, so that's why I keep them in my collection. If you're asking, I know you are thinking, so if you don't like it, why are you keeping them? So I thought I should answer you specifically on that. The next one that I have is, like I said, that I'm getting into the ouds, and this was one of the other ones I got. It's also a Frankolivier, and this one is Sun Java Rose Oud. It's a mouthful. Sun Java Rose Oud, and it's a beautiful. This one is rose, and let me know. It's like a bouquet, and then oud. It's not necessarily rose, but I think there are other florals backing it. So like a bouquet, and then it has the oud. But it's done so well that it's creamy. It's very creamy. It's not offensive. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. It's not offensive. It's truly very creamy, and it's light. It's light. It almost has a freshness. I think there's some mandarin in the opening, so it's very fresh, and I love that freshness about it. So even though it's an oud fragrance, it's one that I can use even in the warm weather, and it's not too polarizing or too heavy. So that's Frankolivier's Sun Java. The other one that I have is Elizabeth Arden's Whitey. I'll link the video in the description, but I recently did a video on this. This is a pleasant fragrance. It's just fresh. It's very herbal. So I just love the fragrance, and I think that because of the mate in it, which has matine, which is like a variant of caffeine, I think that's what makes it also an energizing fragrance. There's a way that it energizes. I like it. I spritz it when I'm going for my morning walks. It's like an energizing fragrance. I think it's one that you can also use when you're going to the gym or something, because it gives you energy. It kind of like boosts you. It makes you ready. You're awake. You're good to go. So I think it has something to do with the methane in it, because there's mate. Mate is like a drink, a coffee-like drink from South America. It's part of the middle notes with rose and white tea. So I think that mate, and then mate has something in it called matine that is like caffeine. So I think that one is what is the energizer in it that gives the kick. I'm talking too much. Okay, we're almost through. Stay with me. The next one that I have is Viva La Juicy Gold Couture by Juicy Couture. So this one is cotton candy, sweet, caramelized, girly fragrance. If you're one that likes very, very sweet, gourmandish, girlish fragrances, this is the one for you. It's a very beautiful fragrance, if you ask me. It's girly, it's sweet, but I feel like depending on how you feel, you can pull this off. I used this fragrance last year summer when I traveled to Accra. So anytime I smell it, like sometimes when I smell, I think of different places that I have been to. It takes me back a lot, this fragrance, and it's really nice. I think it's one that I'll always have. And then the last one, I'm looking to see if I have spoken of everything. Okay, the last but not least, there's two more. There's one, and then there's another one. Is Jean-Paul Gaultier's Scandal. Jean-Paul Gaultier's Scandal. So if you know me, I love this fragrance so much. It's honey, it's gardenia, and it's just really nicely done. It's there's something about the honey that I like. It's a bit skanky, it's a bit dirty, but like dirty in a good way. It's not like trashy dirty. It's really nice. It's kind of like you can pull it off, and that's what I like. Is that bit of kick, a certain je ne sais quoi that is in it. that's what I really like about this fragrance. Like there's a part of it that is different from other fragrances that I know. So that's why I like it. I think that in my next haul, I've been contemplating about this one, the By Night, and yes, Scandal by Night. And also there's just a new release in this 2020, which is the Soul Scandal. So I think I'll just wait when I can go out to smell the Soul Scandal. But before then, I'll just do with this one. The last but not the least is this one by the House of Agata, right here, and is known as the Balade aux Tuillures. So Balade aux Tuillures is tuile is a flower, is a white floral, tulips. So this is like you know, so let's say it's a serenade of tuiles. That's what it means translated from French. So it's a nice white floral fragrance, but the challenge, and it has some underlining balsamicness. So there's vanilla in here. I get that a lot, and it's what also makes the white floral very creamy, and that's what I love about this fragrance. But what the downside of this one is the fact that it doesn't last. So I usually throw it on when I'm going to run short errands, school runs, drop the kids somewhere, you know, things like that, where I know that I don't need something that performs too much or too well or stays long, projects too much. So that's when I go for this one. So it's a great fragrance. It's just that it doesn't do for me what I really want it to do. It's a great, I must say, it's a really great fragrance, and I love it. I truly love it. And the thing is also because when I was schooling in France, my hostel was called Les Tuillures. So I think that one too kind of drew me to buying it. It's not, I think, that's what drew me to buy it, let me be honest. So because of that, I think that nostalgia of Les Tuillures, where I was in my hostel, was one of the things that caught me. So I have given you 14 fragrances. This is the part 1 of my fragrance collection as of now. Don't forget to click the like button. Also, comment down below in the comment section telling me which of these fragrances you own, or tell me about the fragrances you have in your collection. Tell me the number of fragrances you have in your collection as of now, and tell me if you're looking to increase or reduce it. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Like I say always, stay safe and stay scented. Bye-bye.